there!
And welcome to episode 5 of Forward Jump.
I always try jump in on the forward jump, and then I never get the rhythm right. So it's always like,
I was like, why is my R's? I'm like, welcome to forward jump.
Welcome, guys. I hope you guys caught last week's episode, and I think it was one of our a real special episode for us. We honored Nintendo, we honored the Japanese, we dishonored Dota a bit. Sorry, Bill.
Yeah, it's fine. Sorry, Bill.
But it's good to have you guys back with us this week.
Yeah, once again, I'm joined by the double D's. What?
You just had it, Joe.
I had it. Once again, I'm joined by the Diamond Dogs of Gaming, Dario Corzola and Dylan Johnston. And I'm Joe Stratham. How you doing?
Good.
Very good, with coffee in my mouth.
Why are we drinking coffee? It's like such a nice day outside.
It's a beautiful day.
And we're drinking coffee.
Yeah, you know, sometimes I think it's probably from the couple of Destiny PvP matches we had last night. Need to just have some coffee just to revitalize my soul a little bit this morning.
Man, yeah, I was super whiny. We had a cheese festival yesterday. Cheese meaning wine.
Yes. The other cheese.
Apparently, cheese tastes really nice if you dip it into wine.
No, I'll never do that. I'll never do that.
Don't judge me.
The other red cheese.
Yeah. Well, and the day went on so long. I kind of started hitting the hangover at about 8 at night, and then you joined me online.
Yeah, I know you did. You sounded like you had a rough day yesterday.
I just realized that Destiny is like drugs.
Really?
Yeah. You use it and you love it, and then you overuse it and you start hating it, but you still have to use it and do it, right? And then you go clean. Then you're off Destiny and you hate Destiny, and everyone you talk to is like, Destiny's bad, it's the worst thing ever. And then you get back on the Destiny train and you love it, and it's great, and it gives you free stuff and everything's good.
Yeah, the free stuff, I must admit.
And then before you know it, you're back on that.
Yeah.
I'm farming things on Mars. What happened to my life?
I looked at the monthly. They have like in year 1 they had like a compendium of things that you could do before the end of that year, and then you got a special shader, a special
The moments of triumph.
Moments of triumph, what it's called technically. So this year's one, I didn't even look at it because I knew what last year's one did to me. And
I'm not strong enough.
You're strong enough. Please don't watch. Please.
Jeez. CBC lager for those times when you don't want to drink.
Exactly. Oh, got it.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't even looked at it this year, those the moments of triumph for this year, if you want to call it that.
Wash out the coffee.
Strange things happening at Forward Jump this morning. Coffee and CBC mix here for Joe.
It's a good blend. Anyway,
It's a good blend.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I haven't even looked at the challenges. It's I knew what it did to me last year. I decided this year I'll sacrifice the emblem. And just because I have to ease back into the Destiny, you know? I've got to ease back in.
Yeah, well, we're holding your hand. We're like, oh, and Dill, you coming back.
Yeah.
After
Finally.
you said
Big news.
last episode.
Save that for the news section. Headline.
That's just in. Dylan Johnston is back on the Destiny.
The Destiny news you need, the news you don't need.
I was actually planning on coming back for a long time, but I wanted to surprise you guys.
But then your download.
Yeah, my download screwed me over.
Oh, I'm glad you're speaking, Dill. We've had a lot of shout outs for your voice, man. People love your voice. They want you to speak more on the podcast.
I don't know if that'll happen.
They want some sassy comments.
It's just like these random off the cuff one-liners that have no relation to anything. Just throw it in there every now and again. But yeah, so basically I'm playing Destiny. I'm playing only Destiny because why would I play anything else if I can farm those sweet loots?
You know, if the amount of time Destiny takes, why would you play anything else?
Thank goodness Destiny doesn't have like a Dota time tracker. Like you've spent 2,000 hours in this game.
Yeah. I'm 5 hours away of hitting 3,000 on Dota now.
That's so bad.
Speaking of Dota, I had a game of Dota with Dylan this week.
You lie.
It was hilarious.
Traitor!
I'm not kidding. It was horrible. I decided to try out a new hero. So I tried, what was it? The Winter Wyvern. The Winter Wyvern.
But I told you it was a difficult hero.
Yeah, but it's a dragon. It's ice. and an ice dragon. And so I tried it out. And wow, the people. There was at one point someone just went,
They
well,
crap you out.
there we have it. Winter Wyvern.
Oh, snap, really?
What more can I say? Winter Wyvern.
What is it like typed or can
No,
you hear
no,
them?
audio, yeah.
What's this future?
Yeah.
Can you now speak to people in
Yeah,
games?
yeah. But now, yeah. So it was a terrible match. We got annihilated.
Yeah.
Partly my fault. But the thing is, here's this, Joe. The Winter Wyvern has a move. It freezes your ally or your enemy in place and it heals them. So it just holds them there. So we're running back into base. And one of my allies is being chased by an enemy. So now I think, do I freeze him here? Because he's outside of base. So if I freeze him here, he's going to be upset because he's going to unfreeze. He might have full health, but then they're all going to be around him. Or do I wait for him to enter the base and then freeze him in the base? So I'm waiting for him to enter into the base. And he gets killed. And then he craps me out for not freezing him. And I was a bit upset because I said to Dylan, like, he picked a fight with 3 oaks outside the base. What's he doing? What are you doing picking a fight with 3 oaks? So, I mean, it's one of those things, like, it's not noob friendly. Like, you can't go, like, even just learn. It's so difficult.
But where do you start?
You verse bots.
And there's a whole training
There's
thing.
a training course. But it doesn't prepare you for the magnitude of...
No, but you can just mute the other players and then they can't say anything.
yeah.
Or what they
So
do
you
when
can
they
be
rage
hated,
at me.
So you can be hated in ignorance.
Dota.
The joys of Dota.
I would like you to gaze upon my field, where I grow all my f***s. We can censor that. There's too much Dota on this episode already.
We owe it to Dylan. We owed it to Dylan a
What's
little
it?
bit.
Not D Reaper, what's his name?
Death Kitten.
Death Kitten.
Death Kitten 118. It's 118.
Will now be happy because now we had the
Yes,
The
he's
Dota
playing a lot of
episode.
Dota.
Yo, shout out to Death Kitten. Did you watch last week's episode?
calls himself Death Kitten. Yeah, he WhatsApped me. He's like, "Where's Dota?" I'm like, "It's coming. It's at the end of the episode. Just after the Pokemon thing." He's like, "No, it's not there." I'm like, "Dude, it's there. Just listen." He's like, "It's not there." And it probably went back and forth like that for so many times. I wonder if he was like scanning and looking at.
You were scanning
the
for
whole
it.
time.
I bet you were scanning for it.
Oh, it's so funny. So,
Incredible.
what, are you still just playing Dota?
Yeah.
No Overwatch.
No Overwatch.
It's been 7 days without Overwatch. When will we break it?
So it's just now over. Because there's no watching? Or is it just watch because there's no overwatching?
Your watch is over.
Yeah, it's just...
Yes, it is. That's a good one.
Before it even
That's-
started.
That's a good one,
Out
yeah.
of all the multiplayer games, I think even Evolve lasted longer for you.
Yes, it did.
Jeez.
Ah, yeah. So I couldn't download
There's
Evolve.
just no reward.
In Overwatch.
Yeah. Like, I don't feel...
Really?
Yeah.
But there's sweet skins.
There's...
You can
There's
wear
the
out people's
satisfaction of
skin.
being successful in a combat against another living player across the world.
Rated #1 favorite game of Hannibal Lecter. You can just wear other people's skins.
No.
So, will you ever go back to Overwatch?
No.
Ever.
It's done.
Never. Yeah, it's done.
Okay, so next episode you'll be playing Overwatch.
No, next
'Cause that's what
episode I'll
happened
be
with
playing
Destiny.
Destiny.
Okay.
If there wasn't a 20 gig update, I'd give it a go, but...
Yeah, Dill's like stuck in a freaking how many gigs? 19 gigs
19
Destiny loop.
Yeah, the infinite
It
loop.
would have been done if FIFA decided that it wanted to update.
Well, how big does FIFA update?
Quite big sometimes.
I suppose we could call it the infinite loop.
Got to get those special neon footballs in there.
Yes.
1 gigaball.
I don't know how there's so much update
For
for FIFA.
the squads.
Or what, they just add new players?
No,
Or
well,
it's
like
when-
the ratings of the players.
But that
Go up
shouldn't
and
be
down
like-
each week.
It's like
That's-
Axico.
No,
It's
no,
like
no.
001, 0011.
That's
Boom.
small, but they do random updates sometimes. I can't even see the changes.
Yeah.
They probably know what they're doing.
Yep. Joe, what do you said you're playing
I'm playing
just Destiny?
only Destiny.
Okay.
That's sad.
What happened to I lent you Far Cry?
It's there.
It's there. It's
I should-
sitting.
I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. I don't know.
Let's wait and see.
Yeah, Destiny. Let's wait and see until Moments of Triumph Year 2 is done. That's in September.
Guys, take a guess what I'm playing.
Final Fantasy.
Yes!
Woo! And still loving it.
Still going very well. Still enjoying it. Yeah.
Sometimes
Doing
I
new
don't know.
things.
Sometimes I don't know. Well, it's probably the same thing, but I don't know if you're sleeping or playing Final Fantasy because you're always online.
Yeah.
On your PlayStation.
Sometimes my wife, she plays bits and then I fall asleep.
farms the loots. There's a loot farming in Final
Farming.
Fantasy.
You can farm if you want.
Do you
There's
make her
loot.
do what you used to make me do when I was 10?
No. She She plays another section. But...
Dario's got like this Final Fantasy slave sweatshop. Everybody just
okay,
grinds
guys, who's next? Get in there.
grinds his
Just
characters.
an hour of grinding. No, it's a great game. I'm reminded that Final Fantasy X is one of, if not the best, turn-based RPG ever.
Before it all went to crap.
Before it all went to crap.
11 and 12 and...
Yeah, 11 was good. It was online.
10 too.
It was fairly successcul.
Yeah, I played that a little bit. I played it.
12.
But that was also crap when it came out. And
12 is another. Yeah.
it re-released.
Yes.
What was it? A Realm Reborn was the new one.
No, that was 14.
Oh,
Yeah.
so many numbers.
Yeah. But 12, there's like a fan base that loves it. I don't particularly like the game. And then 13, yeah, let's say
Wasn't that lightning?
that's Lightning, yeah. 13, 1, 2, 3.
Lightning, everyone's favorite character.
brooding attractive woman.
So pretty. Oh, flip it. I need to tell you this story. Talking about attractive women. So you guys have both been to my apartment complex, right?
Yeah.
Do you find it complicated to get in and out, to get around that place?
No.
Not unless you're... wait, who are you talking about?
No, anyone.
Okay. No, not unless you're completely devoid of any sort of directional skills.
Okay. So you know how it's like a U shape, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a courtyard in the middle with the grass and stuff,
And the pool.
and the stairs in the middle that go down to the security.
That's right.
And where I game in my living room, the sliding doors are open. I can see the whole courtyard,
Yeah,
right?
It's on your right, yeah?
Because we're on the ground floor. And I'm sitting and playing Destiny this morning, and
The addiction kicks in.
it's not an addiction. It's a way of life. And this lady comes down, but we usually get these guys and girls, these walk of shames.
Oh.
So like it's the morning after and they come down and their hair's all like effed up. And with our apartment complex, because we're next to the gym, so it's always these preppy, like fit people coming down there. They all look so freaking good, but then you get these odd walks of shames. And this morning I'm sitting there and playing, and this lady comes down and she's on her phone. She goes, "Hi mom, I'm gonna be a bit late. I'm stuck in this building." Dude, this lady couldn't find her way out of our apartment complex, and she's like walking up and down and up, and then I can hear the door slamming, and then she's walking down our hallway swearing and freaking out. She didn't know how to get out. There's a door right there, and there's stairs in the middle of the courtyard going to the security. How do you not find your way out? Dude, I was like, should I help her? Should I just leave it? It was hilarious.
See, she never played Portal. See, parents, let your kids play games. Teach you how to get out of apartment buildings.
She was probably just looking down at her phone playing Pokemon Go, and when she looked up,
She was chasing a Squirtle around your complex, looking for the way out on the way. Good
That was
gracious.
freaking hilarious. Just thought I'd share that with you. Like,
Yeah,
it was so funny.
that is funny. Good distraction from the Destiny.
Well, I didn't get up to help her.
Mild distraction.
So today, you said we honored the Nintendo last week. We're actually going to keep on with that trend.
Great, yeah.
You might think that we are more PS centric on the show. But yeah, the Nintendos are actually doing a few things nowadays that warrants talking about. Pokemon Go. And
Yes.
then there's one news story I'm going to get to that is quite interesting. But before we get there,
That's in the news section, right?
yeah, but while I was thinking about the news stories, I figured, hey, but let's have like a little retro show where we go back to the games we started playing off with. Like for me, well, not the first game, but the first game you kind of remember.
Like the first one you really got into that you really
Yes.
played.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
And
good.
that for me was like the what's the family computer was the Atari. We would
Yeah.
play the first Super Mario was like one of the first games I remember.
yeah.
And then that was back before the days of savings. So you just try
Over and
speed
over
run that
again,
thing.
yeah.
And then we'd play life for life. So my brother would play
Yes.
until he died.
Yes,
See how far he can get, and then I just start and go on. That and like Excite Bike. Do you guys remember Excite Bike?
I don't remember Excite Bike.
Best game ever.
Jeez.
It was this. You could actually build tracks. You could build your motorbike track, and you had the scrambler. The most annoying sound effects in that game is like, but it was so much fun.
Yes.
So much fun. So those are the
That is
first two that I can really remember. Like,
Yeah.
I played constantly.
So that's what you really got into, the first
Yeah.
couple of retro games. I'll let Dylan think a bit more. Or do you have it already?
No, I have it.
Go.
It's Halo 1.
Halo 1.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, Dario, your first game was like in 3D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it blow your mind when you played that game?
Well, not really. I just did it
Because
I
could be
I really
cool.
wanted to spend time with Dario and his friends when I was a lot younger.
Yeah.
And
you
they
had to
were
play
playing
Halo
Halo.
to be in with us.
So nothing's changed. You just kind of surpassed us.
You're like, I'll be better than everyone. And then you were.
Jeez, but I remember those Halo days.
Yes.
This was before you went. Was this before you went to Australia?
No, when I came
Started
back.
in
I
Australia.
I brought Halo back from Australia. There was no Xbox here.
Damn, man, was it
And I
Halo?
brought my Xbox back and I brought Halo 1 and
Yeah.
Halo 2. Yeah.
I remember like Halo 3. Was it Halo 2 or 3 where I started playing? Where we'd all sit in your room.
3.
Yeah,
Was it 3?
We used to play, but Halo 1 as well. No, when I first came back from Aussie, I started out, because I wanted everyone, because in Aussie we'd get together and we'd have these local co-ops, like we'd
Yeah.
hook up the Xboxes in a row, and
Badass.
we'd just join like 8,
What?
12 players, and we just gun Halo 1 like multiplayer.
What internet connection did you have back then?
No, that was local. You could just hook up the actual console.
But I mean,
Yeah.
but we did play online as well. We
Yes,
played
and we
online.
started, but that only came more with Halo 3.
But what connection did you have?
A 1 meg line.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane. Okay. How
Yeah.
many years ago was that?
That was 2008.
That isn't even that long. It feels like 15 years ago.
Right, was that for Halo 3?
Halo 3, yeah.
And yeah.
It was 07 or 08, around there, yeah.
That is insane.
But
That's
that
really
was
actually
good.
not.
That was, at that time, that connection, we didn't have issues. Not like I'm having a
Never.
Destiny.
We had some. I mean, we
No,
had
there
some.
were times. There were
We could,
times.
it never dropped us, but
No.
we had like problems getting a game sometimes.
Yeah,
that was our issue.
Because the NAT type,
Yeah.
we were not preferred. But so waiting for games took a while. But when you were in a game, it felt fair. There were times where someone was like lagging a bit, or you were lagging.
But we never complained like we complain nowadays.
no.
Now it's like, there's a lag switcher.
Yeah.
Burn the witch.
Ban him! Ban him! Woo!
What
Fallout.
just happened? Oh, we had a Fallout.
Yeah, we had Fallout Fall out. Any case, so for me, it is. So the first game, I'd say 2 that I really got. Obviously Mario Brothers, but a little bit more left field for me at that time was Battle City.
Oh,
Battle
that's
City?
with the tanks.
With the tanks, and you have your base.
blink, blink.
Yeah, you
blink.
have your base, and you can upgrade your tanks, and you have to take out all the enemies.
Yes,
And
I
it was,
remember
that was a brilliant game. There was already custom levels.
But I mean, you could multiplayer, you could play
Yes.
against each other. That was freaking
So
fun.
you could actually, at the end, build your own levels, and there was like, user levels like that. You could get codes for levels and things like that.
Epic.
I loved that game, and
Epic.
so I know we all played those really really old games and like the ping pongs and the all the traditional games. But I'm saying the first one I really got into was Battle City, and then also another game called Snow Bros. I don't know if you remember Snow Bros.
I remember Snow
No.
Bros.
You remember Snow Bros?
What
love
did you?
Snow
So
How was
fond
this?
of. It's
Maybe I
like
know
you-
it. Is it
2
like-
little snowmen with the one with the blue hat, the one with the red
Pink.
hat? Pink, yeah.
It was pink and blue. It's
Pink and
Ice
blue.
Pick. Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
that's Ice Climber.
Oh, Ice
That's Ice
Climber.
Climber. That was also
I love that game.
I also love
That
Ice Climber.
freaking seal. Yes, I killed seals.
And that game I used to rage in that game. But,
Dude.
But so that game also was a big favorite, and then also Snow Bros, like where you 2 snowmen and you throw snow at the enemies, and then they form into balls, and then you can knock them, and then they roll down and knock the other enemies.
I don't
That's
think I
like
actually
in
ever played
every
that one.
arcade. Yeah, I'll show you a video, you'll see. But I love that because you play as a team. You have to there was a little bit of coordination, and you had boss levels. It was a great game.
Crazy.
Great game.
So you actually remember that one?
Yeah.
Because you never really played Super Mario 1.
World 1-1.
The first Zelda game.
No.
None of that.
No.
Well, there's hope for you yet,
Yeah.
but we'll get to that with the news.
I'll keep an eye out for Bowen.
This thing is so cool.
It's pretty cool.
Fascinating.
I would leave that on the
Littered
entire
with
time.
pre-Golden Age artifacts.
It's so annoying. like every time somebody wants to talk.
What's he doing?
He's fighting. I don't know. Good old Dinklebot. Rest in peace, please.
Rest, please.
So news.
Yes, news time.
Do you know how hard it is to get news stories while Pokemon Go is going on?
Well, considering that the internet's almost broken entirely, yes, I can imagine it's pretty difficult.
I went back on like various websites back in a week to find all the news of this week, and everything is like crazy Pokemon Go stories. How to get these Pokemon? How it takes all your Google data into Pokemon Go and stuff like that.
It's really annoying me.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
People are going crazy. Did you see that Central Park in New York? How people went for that? It's not a Vulpix. What's it?
Vaporeon.
Vaporeon. It was like a stampede, bro. There's videos all over the internet. It's
Dude,
hilarious.
It's happening like I said last week. I'm just going to rehash my statement. The only thing that looks like the original advertisement is the way that people are reacting, the public reaction. They are really running all together to places.
Yeah,
and
it's crazy.
It's crazy. And people that have never played a Pokemon game in their life are playing Pokemon.
Yeah.
I know a couple of our friends, they're playing Pokemon Go.
I'm still
I'm
not
just
playing
like,
it.
you're playing Pokemon Go? Are you serious? And they're playing it. They're playing it.
So what you're saying is they're playing it.
They are playing it.
This is a world first on for Jump. People are playing Pokemon Go.
You quoted the wrong part of that statement. Any case. Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 news items, which is basically
I like
a good number.
I like 7.
Yeah, and I'll try and keep it at about 7 every time, unless I'm really, really either very drunk or very lazy. So, the first news item, it's something we don't play anymore. But funnily enough, DLC is still coming.
Give it
And
to us.
I don't know why we're not playing this, but Star Wars Battlefront is going to bring us some Chewbacca's, some Chewies.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, as a playable hero. So, I mean, you guys know the Star Wars Celebration 2016 is happening now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like everything is Star Wars, which is so good.
that's good.
It's so good.
The universe is better off.
Yes. Did you? Well, I digress. But did you see like the new Rogue One stuff?
No, I haven't
think-
seen it.
I think at this moment Rogue One looks like the best looking Star Wars to me.
Sure.
Like it looks so like gritty and visceral. And I know that's not really Star Wars, but damn. Like the new Death Troopers, the freaking that planet. I don't know what the name is, but they
I saw
introduced that
one.
new
I
planet.
saw that one screenshot of the planet, and it looks good. It looks
Awesome.
No, it looks like a Star Wars fan's dream. I mean, there's AT-ATs, there's the Death Star, there's a new planet. perhaps.
Apparently,
I don't
it's
know.
not AT-ATs. It's AT-ATs.
Yes, yeah. Well, I didn't know that, but
Now you do.
now I do.
Yeah, because people are like, it's not AT-AT, it's AT-AT, which it's untrue. It is actually AT-ATs.
But AT-AT sounds so much better.
Yeah, it does sound better.
And
but
AT-AT, and it's just
And
giant.
I mean, then you get the AT-ST. What is that?
no.
Well, then, I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Get the new AT-AT. Go look at stuff. Go YouTube it. It's AT-AT.
Huh.
Yeah.
But
Interesting.
now, did George Lucas say this? Because sometimes he says crazy
I
things.
think he did. I think he among
in
many
that,
people
in that case.
have actually spoken about it as AT-ATs.
I heard some talk. I
interesting
also
fact.
read a little bit on the internet a few months ago. Actually, it's probably about a month and a half ago, and people were talking about that they're considering, or they're petitioning to have the Old Republic. The series of games, Knights of the Old Republic, that era, reinstantiated as canon.
Oh, yes.
Because people are fans of it, and it doesn't affect the story now, and it doesn't have any sort of critical lore that's going to affect the new.
And that's a good
So
story.
why does it
It's a
matter
really
if
good
it's
story.
if it's thingy or not?
Well, I mean, it probably doesn't matter that much, but the point is, for Star Wars fans, it's a big thing. Like
the thing is, you could potentially then introduce those characters in the films and stuff. They can reference those characters, and it's a nice throwback. It's like when you watch like the spin-off, say Rogue One.
Yeah.
And they've got they're gonna have Darth Vader in it. Those kind of things is freaking cool. Imagine they go, Darth Vader's not canon anymore. They won't do that
They won't.
because he's basically Star Wars.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, what was the story again?
Star Wars.
Chewie.
Yes. So
Yes,
new
Chewie.
DLC. So I think it's the final piece of DLC coming to Star Wars Battlefront.
Fantastic.
And it's titled the Death Star. This is a star. They're gonna. So I think you're gonna be able to fight on the Death Star, and hopefully.
But can you use a tray?
For those of you who don't know what that's reference to, it's what's his name? What's his freaking name? That comedian.
Yes, I know. It's slipped my mind as well.
Death Star Cantina, man.
Yeah, go YouTube Death Star Cantina if you haven't watched it. It's well worth the watch.
Okay, it's gonna bug me the whole episode. But so this is the last one, and I'm hoping they're gonna have like dogfights around outside the Death Star. That'll be badass. It'll be kind of
but I
miss
want
if they
trench
don't.
diving. I want to dive into a trench.
Exactly.
But how I fly in Battlefront, it's going
It
to
is
drive
it.
straight back
Woo!
into the...
It is it.
It is it. Well done, well
I
done.
was like, it's
It
gonna bug
is
me.
a Death Star canteen.
Best piece of
Yeah.
best comedy skit ever.
Yeah, love it.
Ever.
But anyway, the way I fly in Star Wars Battlefront, when I say dive into the trench, I mean straight down, exploding into the trench.
But the teaser they put out for this DLC does show the X-Wings flying down the trench. So hopefully. But
Jeez, that's
along
going to
with
be difficult, to fly in a trench.
some people are insane, dude. Some people are crazy good. And they'll probably make the trench nice and wide for us plebs.
Yeah.
But so you're getting Chewbacca in that as one hero, and then on the other side, the enemy side, you're getting that lizard man.
Yes.
I've actually got his name. Bosk.
Ah, Bosk.
Yeah. That just he makes like one appearance
Bosk and
in
his
the background.
Bosk and his big feet.
He's weird eagle feet. He's
Yeah.
got like these talons, but he's a lizard man.
He got like
It's
his feet got like
freaky.
a special shot in that one
Yes,
scene.
and it's really prominent.
Yeah, it's like right in the shot.
Yeah.
You can't miss it. And it looks,
But he's in. People are like, why? But he's there.
he's there.
But Chewbacca's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be
Yeah.
cool if you can actually get because you can taunt. You can taunt in Star Wars Battlefront. Imagine every taunt is just it's so good.
Is
I
it free?
just- I don't actually think so. No, it'll probably be part of the
Nothing's
season
free,
pass,
bruh.
but it's not free.
You know that season pass that you nearly bought for us.
This is
Yeah,
EA, bro.
Now my
You're
game's
crazy.
gone.
What?
I traded Battlefront in.
Will we ever go back to that game?
No.
What if they like drop all the DLC? They bunch it together for like 75% less.
Yeah.
This is true, but EA does drop their game prices.
I don't know. I
in
had fun
sales.
with it. We played it for 3 or 4 months, and it was great. And
You
now
think that's
I'm done.
enough? You think we got value out of it?
Yeah, like
Death Star.
I missed like a couple of key things from the first Battlefront that wasn't in this Battlefront. I think a lot of fans will agree and did agree, but vocally and in a negative way on the comment section of various reviews and websites. But yeah, it was a good multiplayer, but it's done. I don't know.
Yeah, it is just what I agree with people. The criticism is it was shallow. We play games like Battlefield, which is also a dice game, and that thing's got depth. It's quite a technical first-person shooter, and it's just strange that Battlefront just didn't have any real depth. No, maybe it is because it's more. It's the kind of audience is wider, so the age groups and stuff. So they got to make it quite easily accessible.
Yeah.
But which was sad for the people who played Battlefront, the previous Battlefronts.
Yeah.
But I think it's also a mistake to think, especially in a Star Wars universe, which is, very story driven, and that you wouldn't want to have a single player, have a story or a co-op story or something.
know.
But secondly, and I think this is a big point, and I don't want to linger too long on Star Wars, but in the original, I think it was Battlefront 2 on the Xbox, they had a
Played that a
feature.
lot.
Yeah, but they had a feature where you could control the galaxy, so there was different dynamics. You had your mothership, and you could travel from planet to planet. And if it was an enemy-controlled planet, you invade, and you have certain bases.
Yeah. Almost
And
like
then-
Helldivers.
Yeah, and then you get points and perks for winning, and losing you don't get anything. So then you can build more fleets, and it's like sort of like a chess match to take over the galaxy. How cool is that? I played that mode so much, like I loved it. it was longer, and I think, but such an easy feature to include. And I loved playing it, and like couch co-oping it was great.
Yeah.
Like, but good. Like the bots weren't that clever, and the difficulty wasn't graded. But if you could do that right,
Am I wrong? You can couch co-op Battlefront, the
yeah,
new
but
one,
they like
but
these
only,
set battle. Yeah, it's
not the multiplayer,
No,
just
that's
like the skirmishes,
just the
right?
skirmishes. Yeah.
Weird. They are getting another single-player mode. Offline mode. I don't know what it is, but I completely agree with you. And some people do it right. Like Overwatch is multiplayer only, but it has depth. This game, it was expensive. Number one, it was a pretty expensive game.
Yeah.
And it was kind of barren. Like it didn't have. It
Yeah.
looked so good, but it didn't really have
look good.
features that made you go flip. Yeah, okay, this is. I paid a lot for it, but this is
Yeah.
worth it. Like.
And I know
I got my worth out of that with that one match on the Sand Planet.
That one with the spaceship in the middle with
Yeah.
the wind blowing.
What,
best.
how many kills did you get?
76 for 13.
Vluxum.
Four
For 13.
for 13.
Yeah,
That's basically over 9,000.
it was a great game.
That's super cool. So anyway, yeah, if you still play Battlefront, that's what you can get. I
Yeah.
think that's a cool way to end off the
Yeah,
DLC
no,
run.
it's a good-
Hopefully things start becoming free now.
Yeah.
Next up on Pokemon Go Deathwatch, we have updates. A third body has been found by Pokemon Go players.
Are you serious?
Yeah, crazy.
So now is this a good thing?
In a weird way, I kind of think it's a good thing because with this specific one, it's not a murder. The police saying it's not a murder. It's actually this body has been lying there for a while. But let me read this. So 3 women playing Pokemon Go found a dead body Thursday near a creek bed in San Diego Park, police said. The Go players were walking the trails and playing the augmented reality game at about 3 p.m. in Marion Bear Memorial Park when they stumbled on the body of a man who had been dead for quite some time, said the officer, Travis Easter, spokesman for the San Diego Police Department. Now, this is the best part of this whole story.
I can't believe it.
The guy, Travis Easter, he goes, "That's not part of the game."
Oh.
No shit. Like finding
That
dead
should,
people.
that should become like a tagline for his precinct. They catch the murderer, like they arrest him, and he's like, "That's not part of the game," and they take him away. Take him away.
the 3 girls that found this body, there was a quote. I didn't add it, but they kind of described the body where they say it looked like it had been chewed.
Oh, that's horrible. But just a shout out to Pokemon Go players. There's been a couple of complaints locally of people at night going out to catch their Pokemon. Being South Africa and all, people are too scared to get out of their vehicles and walk in the parks. So they're driving in their cars and stopping on curbs and things. And the thing is, the neighborhood watchers, their job is to weed out the cars that are wandering around neighborhoods at night. And so what they're getting distracted now by people just stopping next to a house or next to a park.
One of my friends got pulled out and got questioned.
Really?
Yeah.
But
While he
that's
was playing
precisely, and it's actually undermining their job. So if you're a Pokemon
Yeah.
Go player, go out in the
Just waste
day.
time.
Like, go out in the day, or go to a place at night that's safe to walk around and go walk around there. But especially and there's a lot of players that are playing while they're driving. And it's
Yeah.
incredibly dangerous.
But
it's
that's why
incredibly
the Go
dangerous.
Plus things coming out.
Yeah.
Did you hear about this?
No.
To catch, you put it on your wrist or whatever.
It's like a
and
little
then-
device that goes on
Yeah,
your
it's
wrist.
got one button.
Oh yeah, I've heard of this.
And then if you go past a Pokestop or find a Pokemon, you just click and it.
It catches it
Catches it.
automatically for you.
But that is like buying levels in a game
Yeah.
because
No, well, either way, you're either just gonna pull out and spin for a Pokestop.
yeah, but at least you do something.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
There's
No,
a-
it's like a quick.
It's like saying in like Candy Crush when you just push a button and it automatically switches. It takes the core function of the game out.
And how much is this thing going to cost? I'm guessing it's going to cost the same price as say a game,
Probably.
like 700 rand.
Probably.
I'd say between 500 and 700.
Yeah.
I'd say.
No, man, this is getting
Just
out of
saves
hand.
it for the driving.
But there's negatives and positives because there's crime being committed because of Pokemon Go, but there's also crime being kind of solved. There were 2 guys, I think 2 Navy people. They actually helped the police catch a criminal around a children's park.
That's
And this
amazing.
guy is actually convicted. He's like a He's convicted for attempted murder and stuff. So
Sure.
they actually caught this guy. So there's some
some
good stuff,
positives,
but then
yeah.
the other side is like there's teenagers using those pokey stops to mug people. It's interesting.
We'll have to keep our eyes on it and see how it goes, because I think there's a lot of dynamics
Yeah.
that are going to come out of this.
The whole world's basically falling apart, and meanwhile, people are just catching Pokemon.
Yep.
Crazy.
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 Absolutely crazy.
Anyway, I'm not going to get too deep on a gaming podcast. The Xbox One S Connect adapter, the price has been revealed. This is ridiculous. I don't think Microsoft actually wants people to use the Connect anymore. I don't actually even know why they brought this out, but if you want to get the new Xbox, the slim one, it's the slim, doesn't have a Xbox Connect input. So if you want to play with your Connect on this machine, you have to buy this extra adapter. That extra adapter will cost you about $40. So that's
What?
at this current South African climate, it is about 580 rand
Yes.
for just the adapter. Then you still have to buy the Connect if you don't have one. So you got to buy that for about
gosh.
$100 on top of that. So
So the Connect's going to cost you
Who
upwards
would
of
do that?
1,800, 1,600 rand. Because you're going to buy the Connect.
Yeah.
You're going to
Yeah.
buy the adapter. So you're looking
Yeah.
at about 1,800
yeah,
for the Connect experience.
crazy. But I just don't know why they do that. I think they
Are
should
they drunk?
Quite possibly, and I don't blame them for it. I don't judge. No, but it's just I just think they should just like kind of do what Sony's doing with the PS, the Vita, and just kind of go quiet and just let it die gracefully,
Slowly,
just
yeah.
slowly kind of drown in its own
Yes.
shame. But you can swap. Apparently, if you already have your Xbox One and your Kinect and you want to upgrade to Xbox One S, you can trade it in and they'll give it to you. But I'm not sure if that is actually possible in South Africa.
Yeah, things like that. That sounds a
Probably
bit
not.
far-fetched
We're
for
still-
us.
we're still
That sounds a
waiting.
bit far-fetched for us.
Still
here in
waiting
South
for our official Pokemon Go here, right?
Africa. Yes, yes.
It's funny. So everybody is playing Pokemon Go illegitimately in this country at the moment.
Yeah. But you can buy. I mean, the store's in ZAR, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
store's in ZAR.
So then why don't they just drop it?
Exactly. That's what I said to Dylan.
There's about 20. I think there's about 21,000 players per day playing that game. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. So this is your game, Overwatch.
Was my game.
Yo, you want to sell it? How much are you selling it for?
400.
Yo, think about it. Think about it. Give me a
350 and you got a deal?
Give me a week. So Overwatch has officially unveiled their first new hero to the game. And it is a healer class. Do you know anything about
I
this?
have no idea.
You really are over that game, aren't you?
You're over the watch.
Well, people are loving it.
People
so
love
I don't
it,
know. I don't know what your deal is.
I don't know. I don't know why.
I like it
Yeah.
because like you feel guilty because
No,
Dota's-
Dylan and I had a heart-to-heart about this week when we went for lunch, and he said to me, he doesn't want to play it alone. That's the thing.
that makes sense.
I wouldn't want to play Destiny alone.
No, it's very sad.
I would do the like.
It's a very sad.
Very sad.
It's a very.
See, if they had more than multiplayer,
Yeah.
then I'd play that on my own, and then
Yeah.
You also gotta have time. I mean, if you wanna join a community
You want
online,
to be the very best.
the best there ever was.
Dan, 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 dan.
You know, then you gotta put effort into the community. You gotta be on
Yeah.
the forums, and I just don't have like. It's easier for me to phone Joe or phone you or phone a friend of ours and say let's jam.
yeah.
Yeah, it's true. But so they unveiled their first new hero. It's the first post-launch character coming to Overwatch.
Cool.
And her name is Anna. Anna? No, it's one N. Anna. And she's a support hero, which is interesting. Sniper rifle class. And she heals her friends.
That's cool.
Classic. I wonder if, do people play healers in that
Yeah.
game or not? Really? Is it a
I
popular?
actually played healer.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this one's quite cool because she has this biotic rifle and this biotic grenade, and apparently it hurts your enemies and it heals your friends.
That's cool.
Yeah, and she gets that sleep dot, kind of knock them out. I like your fake enthusiasm. That sure sounds like something I will not play. So
Alright.
yeah, she's coming. She also has this ultimate move called Nano Boost, where it actually boosts her fellow players, like to run faster, jump higher.
Be better at life.
Yeah. Next up is a game that I really want both of you to play. I've played it already.
Okay.
It's The Rise of the Tomb Raider for PlayStation 4. It apparently now has a release date of November 10. And this is according to a listing on the Italian GameStop website that was spotted by a NeoGAF user called Piccio _ SSL. He's a good friend of none of us.
Yes, I know him well in my dreams.
So yeah, that's November 10, and it's
It's a rough time for it to drop, eh?
Why?
Well,
What else is dropping?
Final Fantasy's dropping. No, but that's September, hey?
That's September.
Everything's dropping September.
Yeah.
So you got the new Destiny September, you got Final Fantasy September, you got
No Man's Sky next month.
No Man's Sky is next month. But I think No Man's Sky doesn't really count because I think No Man's Sky is going to be a game where you jump in, you play it for 20 minutes, you go out, you go drink. You come back, you play it for like 15 minutes. It's like
I think it's
going to be a more casual thing. Really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
But I think November's fine. I think this is a big enough game to kind of warrant people buying it among the clutter, the noise. Apparently, it is going to be full price, but I would seriously recommend you guys get that game.
Yeah.
I think you should get it, and then I'll just take it from you when you're done.
It's better than Uncharted. Is what I'm saying, game wise. It's not even stories.
I won't watch this one.
No, that won't be that fun.
No, because you can't pause when Lara's in the shot.
Man, dude.
Oh, actually, you can.
Lara is so badass, dude. And that game just handles so well. The world is beautiful. It is so kiff. And
Let me rephrase it. You can't control the camera when you're watching on a video.
You pervert.
All right.
But please get that game.
Yeah.
Please.
One of us will
Please. Get it, share it, play it. If I had it on PlayStation, I would have given it to you guys.
What a champ.
I don't, so you won't be playing mine. And then something that's not game related, but something that has been talked about quite a lot is the new Ghostbusters requel, reboot.
Yes.
What do you call that thing?
Yeah, requel's cool. I like that.
The requel.
The requel.
The requel.
Ghostbusters, the requel.
So it's out now.
Is it out?
It's out, and unsurprisingly enough, it's just average. Just an average film. Nothing special. Are we gonna watch it?
No.
Nah.
Good. I'm gonna watch it on the plane trip overseas. But
the trailers annoyed me. I didn't get interested.
people say that the film is very the trailer is a very good kind of idea
representation.
a lot of bad films have good trailers and
Yeah,
vice
yeah,
versa.
yeah.
This one is apparently what you get in the trailer is what you get in the film.
Yes, I saw that. Those the actresses played their roles in almost a very stereotypical way, like they do in other films. And so in the trailer, you could see that for me, and I was like, okay, so now I know what to expect. I know what to expect because I've seen 4 or 5 of their other films, and I know exactly how that sort of acting and that sort of vibe.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Melissa McCarthy.
No, me neither.
This is basically she's to me is a female version of Adam Sandler because it's Adam Sandler as Adam Sandler in
an Adam Sandler film.
There's Melissa McCarthy in a Kevin Feige film as Melissa McCarthy doing Melissa McCarthy stuff.
Yeah.
But the person I have the most issue with is the black lady, the black lady of the group, the one. Nice representation, but she's so stereotypical. She's so oh hell nah, oh nah, nah, you guys are crazy. I can't stand that. It's you want to be this thing that kind of is forward thinking and you introduce these females, but it kind of just feels like the whole thing they're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
But
then again, the original Ghostbusters, I mean,
also
but did Bill Murray play Bill Murray? He did have a Bill Murray-ish type character.
Yes,
he did.
He did. But it wasn't a stereotype, really. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know. I just think it was a much more understated role because Melissa McCarthy makes fun of herself constantly. You see it in the trailer where she she says, "Let's go," and the other lady says, "Let's go" at the same time. And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did you go?"
Yeah. So it's
Like
also to
that.
do with the writing. Like someone wrote it with her in mind, almost.
Yeah, Bill Murray was a straight character. He wasn't trying to be funny. He was just funny because he was so kind of sarcastic, and it felt like he was like, "Why am I here? This is stupid," which worked. But the reason there's a news story about this is because this is really funny. So the new Ghostbusters reboot film gets a crazy title to keep the Chinese censors happy. Did you hear about this?
No, go.
So in China, China has rules about what foreign movies can be screened. For example, in the case of Ghostbusters, they got a problem with it because they don't like anything showing paranormal stuff. So they call it cults or superstitions. So they ban that.
Okay.
So Ghostbusters went and they tried to get past the censorship by changing the film's name to Superpower Dare Die Team. Superpower Dare Die Team.
Superpower
Dare Die Team.
Die Team.
Yeah. They're still not going to get approved.
That is because it has no relevance.
How? Yeah, but they have to take out all relevance to the supernatural.
You could go Band of Women, Saving the City. It has more relevance than. I mean, it's still not Ghostbuster.
I think it's cool because they went ridiculous. They were like, okay, fine, let's go.
I'm sure they went on like Wikipedia and looked up like the top 10 most used words in Chinese films that are adapted to English or that are in English, and found those words and then just put them together in a random order.
Ladies do science and shoot lasers.
Yeah,
the film.
That would have been better. I'll go watch that. I mean, if there was a film called Ladies do lasers and go shoot things.
Ladies
do science and go shoot
Ladies
lasers.
do science and go shoot lasers. I would go watch it.
Well,
in any case.
Probably more appealing to the Asian market would be ladies covered in green slime.
or even city covered in green slime.
So
No, because that's really how it is, isn't it?
what?
You were in China, isn't the whole city?
Dude, there's like Godzillas flying around everywhere, dude. That's crazy.
All right.
And then the last one is a very interesting one, and this is what I mentioned when I said, you have a chance to actually go relive these games. So Nintendo, they're releasing a mini NES Classic Edition.
Crazy.
Huh? How crazy is that?
A fun-sized console. Yes,
Yes,
they're calling it.
so tiny.
I don't know why it's more fun if it's smaller, but I guess.
Because you can carry it around. It's like, because I think that is a cool selling point. Is you can kind of plug out your console, because the games that are on it is kind of a cool party thing.
So it's like sort of like Pick and Pay now, giving you all those small groceries.
Oh, that's Checkers.
There's a Checkers.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's so weird. People love collecting things.
That's
why Pokemon Go is probably so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, because it does feel like a party console.
Yes.
Where you plug it in, you play kind of you play Excite Bike against each other. So it's cool because you can plug it into your TV, into your HDMI port, all of that. So it is kind of bringing it just far enough into the future to make it relevant.
That is cool.
And it comes preloaded with 30 games, 30 of the coolest games. I actually have the whole list.
Okay, give us some highlights.
Highlights are Balloon Fight.
Okay,
Remember that game? We have the needle on the front of your little airship with a balloon, and you have to pop the enemies, and you can accidentally pop your teammate, or if it's your enemy, guy you're challenging. Castlevania.
Okay.
And Castlevania 2.
Sure.
People love
Big
that
drops,
stuff.
Yeah.
Double Dragon.
Oh,
2.
Double Dragon.
Yeah. The Revenge.
Can't we be the Double Dragons instead?
That's a good one.
What do you mean?
The Double Dragons of gaming.
Did I call you Double Dragons last time? Yes, I
believe
did.
you-
I said the Double Dragons of gaming.
Oh!
The Double Ds.
Well,
Okay, cool.
there we go.
That's good.
Forever be the Double Ds in my eyes. Excite Bike is a good one.
Yeah, I saw Donkey Kong there as well.
Yeah, one for you. I never really liked Donkey Kong.
What's that under F?
What, you mean Gallagher?
Oh,
No, Final Fantasy.
Oh.
The very first one is on this, which is, yeah, I think it's a freaking cool list. We got Ice Climber. the one
there
you
we
mentioned.
go. Yeah.
You got the Mario Bros. You got Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3.
Mega Man?
Yes, you got Mega Man 2.
Ninja
Not
Gaiden.
the first one. Yeah, you get Ninja Gaiden.
Pac-Man? Is that Pac-Man?
Yeah, it's Pac-Man. You get The Legend of Zelda and The Legend of Zelda 2,
Wow.
The Adventure of Link. So I think this
That is
like,
big. That's a big drop.
How much does this thing cost? I don't know, but
It's
it's a
search quick.
yeah. Search that quickly. I think
Yeah.
it's a well, we can lib it. I think it's a really freaking cool idea of them. It's like this nice throwback, this nostalgic throwback.
It's great. Are we going to get it here in South Africa?
We will. I think I'm very, very sure we will. We just got that Sega released their little Genesis
And it's coming in
knockoff.
November.
Yeah,
That's soon.
yeah.
Yeah. You got a price for us?
Well, they did build this thing.
$60.
That's
really
the cost
good.
of a game.
Yeah.
I
And you're
think
getting
that's
a lot
very
of great
cool.
games there.
Can you find out if you can actually load more games or get more games like Virtual Console onto the thing?
Okay.
But even that, like that's 30 games for the cost of a current gen game.
And I mean, with the nostalgic value and the sort of couch co-op which no
Yeah.
games have these days,
Yeah.
you're actually getting something you can't really get
Wow.
anywhere else.
And
And
it's-
that's a great deal.
It's so cool. It looks awesome. Did you see it?
It
And you
looks
can even
awesome,
play
it
with you get this controller that looks like the old controller, but I think you can use your Wii remote
Yeah.
or whatever with it.
That's awesome.
So cool.
You know, sometimes Nintendo just do the right things. And
Yeah.
this is one of those times.
And then they make a Wii.
And then they go make a Wii.
Hey, Wii was a great selling console.
It
More
was.
the Wii U, that was the problem.
Yeah, the Wii U is a problem. I'm very curious to see what the new console is. It
Me
would be
as
so
well.
funny if they go back to cartridges,
Yeah.
which I doubt.
But I must admit, I'm really looking forward to that, to hearing what the new console is, because I'm a big Nintendo fan. I've had nearly every Nintendo console. I was a big fan of the N64. I mean,
N64 was great.
an uncle of mine brought it back from overseas. No one had it. It was like, we had like, all the classic games on it. And yeah, I've always loved Nintendo. I love the GameCube. The GameCube was...
Dude, I wanted to get a
awesome.
GameCube. That thing looked so kiff.
I've still got
I
it.
really
I've
wanted
still got
that.
it, and it was so cool. When the Wii came out, it was a great console for the pure purpose that you could put your GameCube games into it. The little small discs, you could pop it into your Wii, and
Really?
there was a port at the back.
But
You-
how? Where?
Just into the disc tray, and then at the back there was a thing you open up, and you can plug in your GameCube controllers.
Brat, genius.
It's brilliant. So when the Wii U came out, it was beneficial for me because I could plug it in at 480 into my screen, which with the component cables, and then I could play all my GameCube games.
But what games did you play?
Wind Waker was which I had on the
want that game.
which I had on the game.
Did you still have it?
Wind Waker? Yeah, I do.
You have it on the Wii.
I have it on the GameCube. It
But
wasn't
you have your
on-
GameCube still.
Yes, I have my GameCube.
But is there any way I can play that?
Yeah, you can take my GameCube.
Because Wind Waker is, I played the Ocarina on the Ocarina of Time on my 3DS, and I still want to play Majora's Mask on my 3DS. But the Wind Waker is the only one that looks like
But now you
I
see,
need to play it.
See, I won't play Wind Waker on my GameCube. I'll play it on my Wii because I plug my Wii in at 480. I can choose to use my GameCube controller, or I can just use the Wii controller.
But you have to plug it into so it's not HD.
No, the Wii goes up to the first Wii goes up to 480, is it?
Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
It's not SD, but it's somewhere in between, which
Okay.
is fine.
I need to do that.
But I'm saying, how great is that? So when the Wii came out, I was like, I'm buying it because I can play all my GameCube games. And you asked me, it was not just Zelda, but Super Mario Sunshine was a great, also like
That was an awesome game.
yeah. Some people have a problem with it, but I thought it was a great
Yeah, I
Mario
loved it.
game. I had the Tales series.
What's the Tales
action
series?
RPG, Tales of Vesperia, Tales
Oh,
of...
that's
It's like
the-
anime RPG, but like...
Is it like etchy?
No etchy.
No.
Aw.
But in the combat, it's
1
like
out of 10.
you can it's action. So you go into battles, but you can fight in the battle and you learn moves, and it's skill based and also heavy story driven. Brilliant, Dylan. You've
I
also
played it and got stuck.
so Tales of
7 out of 10.
Tales of Symphonia. Nearly every game. I mean, people will go mad for Luigi's Mansion on GameCube.
Yes.
I'm saying every game I bought for GameCube was brilliant. Like
What was
I
that Pokemon
will give
game
it
we
to-
used to play on GameCube?
Pokemon Snap.
No.
Pokemon Colosseum.
Colosseum.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
just like Battle Royale, right? It's like you fight Pokemons against each
Yeah,
other.
but there was also a roam around story type thing as well.
Really?
Like full on 3D, but like you roam around, you
But
catch Pokemon.
why don't we just... Okay, well... News? So, I think we need to... Can we still get your GameCube out?
We can get my GameCube out.
Do you have it here?
Yeah, I have
Like
it
somewhere
here.
here?
I have it here. Yeah.
Do you know where?
Yes, I have it here. It's solid. Do you know what's so funny
Where
about
is it?
The GameCube was also such a solid console. It
Small,
never broke
compact.
down. It never got hot. It still works. The controller never wore out.
But it wasn't received that well, was it? The people didn't really like it, right?
I would be ignorant now if I made a comment.
Or was it just in a bad time?
I think it was a bad time.
It's like the Genesis.
Yeah, it was. I think
The Dreamcast.
I think it was in a bad time, and it wasn't released concurrently everywhere. It wasn't like it didn't have as much exposure as say the PlayStation and things like that.
Yeah, but Nintendo never really. Nintendo is this entity on its own. Like they have their people, they have the people they sell it to. They don't really kind of. I mean, it's obvious they don't compete with
Yes.
PlayStation and Xbox.
Yes.
Those are the two powerhouses. Look at
Yeah.
the Wii. Look at the Wii U.
Yeah.
It's like they live in this bubble.
But now, I mean, that was the thing when the Wii U came out. I was like, okay, I want to buy it, but it's what am I getting for that amount of money? Had I known at that time that Zelda Wind Waker would come out in HD on it, I probably would have bought it. So I'm not gonna lie. But now it's even a case of I just hope the new console. I want to buy the new console because I want to play Zelda Wind Waker in HD, and I know Nintendo is heavily backwards compatible, so they.
Well, are they still even on the Wii U?
I have actually
Because
don't
they
know. I
made-
haven't.
They made the Twilight Sword in.
Oh, then, but that was
a
an
remake,
HD
wasn't it?
remake. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a remake. I'm talking about like literally popping in your discs from the previous gen.
What? I don't think you can do that probably.
We should research that, but
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't enough on the Wii U to justify. Now the next gen console on from Nintendo, I'm looking forward to. I really am looking
No,
forward.
I mean, I skipped out on. I was an Xbox dude, so like I skipped out on all the consoles. I got a 3DS, which is awesome. I freaking love my 3DS, but like the consoles, the TV consoles, they really don't appeal to me at all.
Yeah.
Like a Wii.
But
I don't care.
But I'm also thinking, I know people love but look at the new Pokemon games. I would love it
Sun
if
and
they.
Moon.
Yeah, Sun and Moon. It looks great. But I would also love for Game Freak to do something on a console, full on 3D, like environments, like
Oh, Game Freak who did
they do all the Pokemon games.
who does Dragon Ball Z?
What's it called? Dimps, not Dimps.
Yeah, it is Dimps.
Is it Dimps?
What's wrong with these bottles, bro?
I bet your
Like
hands.
childproof.
Maybe.
But yeah, so I would love to see what they can do. I mean, look at the new Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's like somewhere between,
Yeah.
like full-on graphics and not.
But you
Why
see-
not
Yeah.
put something on a console?
I would
will
want that.
go they'll mind freak.
Why
for it.
don't they do that?
Yeah.
That'll be awesome.
Now they did that with Colosseum, but it wasn't as good as a
I
Pokemon
love that
handheld.
game.
But I mean, it didn't have as much depth. It wasn't as long. It didn't have as many Pokemon.
No, that
as-
game was.
I mean, you
Well,
couldn't.
there wasn't
roam
as many
around.
Pokemon.
It was like you couldn't roam around
Yeah.
like you could in the.
Yeah.
But I would love that open
imagine.
world
Dude, that's
exploration.
awesome.
Yeah.
If I
I'm
could
gonna
have,
tweet Nintendo with this idea.
Yes,
like,
tweet them.
You have like a third person over the. Dude, imagine you can go first person Pokemon game.
Brilliant.
So, okay, let's say it's like an RPG,
Yes.
Skyrim-esque. You can switch between third person, over the shoulder view,
And
first person. You have this whole flipping hell. Get all the
Yeah.
regions together.
And it's so
Jeez,
intuitive
like it.
because you
Can
got
you imagine?
because with the motion
six
control that
generations.
Nintendo's famous for, you can have throwing the Pokeball. I mean, that's a practical use for motion control.
Yes.
Like to throw the Pokeball.
Dude.
Like, and I mean, so that, and then full on graphics. I mean, you could build a whole world, and it
But
would
they,
be
they
awesome.
must have thought of this already. I just think
sure
that
they
it goes to the 3DS because it is a kind of casually game that is on the go. It's nice. You kind of walk, catch a few Pokemons, you get off the train, boom, you left, and it keeps the 3DS alive.
Yeah.
But man, that is such a. I'm excited for that game, and it doesn't even exist.
Yes.
Like, dude.
And what I'm thinking is with the new console, they're going to have to, because I think Nintendo's also realizing now they have to sort of pull out all stops at this point in the gaming market. And that's why I'm thinking, like, there's so many possibilities for the new Nintendo console. That's why I'm so excited. I hope that they do this. Like,
Yes.
there hasn't been a 3D Mario game in forever. So they got to do it again. Like, since Mario Galaxy 2, we
Yeah.
haven't had a decent open world,
Yeah.
like, Mario game. So that's got to come. The new Zelda on the new console. Better graphics.
Yeah,
better
it look, 'cause,
performance.
that game looks empty.
Well, I'm saying, let's just see. I'm
Yeah.
so excited. And then, like, possibility of some Pokemon type thing. Even a Pokemon Colosseum would be great on the new console. So there's so much possibility. That's why I can't wait.
Can you? Oh, I'm still stuck on that idea.
Yeah.
Can you imagine you get out of your house and it's just these valleys, like these grassy hills, and you can actually see Pokemon in the distance running.
Yes.
You go to a ghost house, and it turns into like this horror game.
Yes.
Where there's these ghastlies and shit.
Yeah.
And they're jumping out of cupboards.
Yeah.
And there's no.
integrated,
You're battling now. It's all like live.
Yeah. I mean, it's a brilliant idea.
Damn.
That would be brilliant.
Damn.
And Game Freak, I think Game Freak can do it. I mean,
Screw Game Freak.
they're amazing.
Get someone
Nintendo,
else.
You know Nintendo.
Man.
Any case-
get the guys who do Zelda.
Yes,
Who
yes.
does that? Is that in-house? Who does Zelda?
Nintendo, I guess.
Get the guys from Game Freak in because they know the balance. They know how to balance
They
the
know how to do the
Pokemon.
RPG part.
Yes,
Like,
the fighting part.
but also the stats and like how that works in Pokemon is.
Oh.
I mean, they've got
That is
everything.
good.
With the new console, they've got the power and the graphics.
But then also, I wouldn't want that game to be turned.
What? No. That's what I'm saying. Like everything is live. This guy gets it. This guy likes that. I'm gonna bug them every day. Have you finished my game yet?
On that note, tweet us what you think of that idea. Like,
Yes.
we want to hear that.
No, screw that. Don't tweet it to us. Tweet it to
Nintendo.
the Nintendogs. Like that.
I will
is
buy a
great
console
idea.
for that.
I would also buy a console for that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
No, I would.
It can be the same story as all the Pokemon games.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Exactly.
Just different perspective.
Yeah.
So fresh.
So fresh.
Yeah. But on that note,
I think it was a B flat.
so clever. On that note, I think that's it.
That's
Right?
it, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks
Yeah.
for joining us this week. I had a great time.
I'm very excited now. I think I'm gonna keep talking about that.
Yes,
That
we
is
are.
very
We're gonna
fun.
sit when the camera stop rolling.
So
and the
stay here.
Mic goes off. We're gonna keep talking about that.
Yeah.
But do you want to give the guys the relevant info? Where to tweet us? Where to catch us online?
No.
Oh.
No. Okay. Fine. So yeah, you can tweet us. Just add Nintendo in there at FWD jump. Tweet us anything. Send us pictures of your balls.
Don't forget the tag hash.
Please don't do what Joe said.
So yeah, you can do the tag hashes. You can flip the tweets.
Yeah.
You can. What do people do on the Twitters? I don't know.
Repost.
You can you can posts. You can stick post-it notes
posts.
everywhere.
You can catch us on iTunes.
You can catch us on iTunes. Go search us / jump. Click that subscribe button and you'll get money, actual money from Apple. I'll just send it to you in boxes. And
Marked bills.
yeah, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel because this podcast is also on the videos.
On the vids.
You can see our attractive faces.
Dylan.
What? Yeah, and that you can just do by clicking on the link in the description of iTunes, of basically iTunes. Yeah.
That's
And
Yeah.
yeah,
That's it. Tweet us your thoughts.
put some post-it notes on the
thoughts.
tweeters. I don't know how
And
Twitter
well,
works.
yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. That is episode 5 of Forward Jump.
Next time we'll eat a whole bear.